Oh my God, the hands are relaxing.
Right? How are you standing that close to us?
I'm just very close to Dylan, just loud breathing.
Your breath smells like bologna. Can you please back off?
I just had a bologna sandwich.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get it. There's a little bit of it on your mouth guard.
Sorry.
And then as you hit the final lock tumbler, the box lid pops off onto the ground as light begins to filter out from the inside of the box. The entirety of the basement ceiling is now lit, like a massive light is just shining onto it from below. You all kind of stand back as the air leaves the room. You feel like this warmth is now emanating, like a bonfire has just suddenly flashed in the middle of the chamber, like your eyebrows about to be burned off, but it's welcoming. You hear music, you hear laughter, you hear the voices of song.
Get back, it's radioactive, it's the commies! Eureka!
As this happens, you watch as vines begin to curl out and wrap on the sides. Holly bushes seem to expand, bright red berries almost peering off the sides of the table. The table has become part of the side.
I push Ralph behind me.
I gavolt!
The lid that sits on the side is the light as a glowing blue orb seems to appear from the inside, and with it you watch as ribbons of light and color seem to just spill out and wrap around the actual like load-bearing pillars of the area and begin to wrap around all of you. This light seems to take almost a human shape, like a tiniest of beautiful humans, this kind of androgynous-looking humanoid, fairy-like entity, this semi-translucent blue spirit seems to unravel, yawning.
Commies are small.
As it unleashes its hands, the light gets brighter. The vines shoot out against all of you, wrapping around you. You find yourselves tethered, and you feel that warmth beginning to grow from within you, like a fire's about to burn you from the inside. As it does, you suddenly start to shift and change.
Is this a Christmas thing?
Some alien ancient magic seems to take root within your actual physical selves and begin to turn you inside out. Let's begin
Take
here.
the young one, she's still a virgin! Whoa! How
Riley. So each
I have sex all the time! No, you don't! Everyone knows!
There's nothing
Each
wrong
of you-
with being a virgin.
Each of you, correct. Each of you have envelopes in front of you. Pull the one from Marisha to you.
Oh my God.
As Marisha, if you would describe how you
Oh my God, I'm so excited for this.
transform.
Oh wait, that's not me. This is shit. Wait.
Oh, Marisha, you already know yours.
Oh, I know, but okay, wait, I have paper for this. I just want to be refreshed.
I'm waiting
There we
for you
go.
to describe it.
Okay. So you see Riley's cargo pants start to get shorter and shorter. First they're like high waters, and then they go up to the knees, and then they keep going as you see hooves start to elongate out from the bottom of her jeans. Riley? You know, her puffer jacket does the same thing as it gets shorter and shorter, and her red bushy hair that's coming out from under her hat starts to spread, and it gets bushier and bushier and turns almost into a mane as her arms start to elongate, and then she kind of like cracks her head a little bit as her nose starts to elongate and turns into a reindeer skull. And from the back of her ball cap, antlers start to grow and start to reach the ceiling as you see, and they almost start to catch some of the Christmas lights that manifest and start weaving in and out between her antlers. And then you see along her arms almost Nordic style art is starting to be sketched around her fur.
At which point, Tanner begins to feel this tether within him and begin to pull him into a strange new physical presence. Tanner, would you mind describing your transformation as the rest of you find it?
I scramble backwards in the basement and I find a trash can nearby and I grab the metal lid and I'm like, oh, what the fuck
And Tanner starts hitting the ground, and as he's hitting the ground, his forearms start growing, the muscle starts adding to his arms, and fur starts to grow. His hoodie starts to split. It turns into like these suspenders, and all of a sudden his red bandana turns into like a Santa hat. And Tanner turns into this fucking silverback banging cymbal toy monkey. Oh, what the fuck is happening?
Gwenny, as you're screaming, your voice seems to shift.
I'm gonna leave the basement.
As you turn to run, your legs seem to not be quite as sturdy as they were before.
What's happening? What's happening?
Indeed, Gwenny, what is happening, if you wouldn't mind describing what you become?
Okay, as the transformation happens, Gwenny's eyes turn into just round black voids of terror.
Gwenny?
And she starts to shrink, but fills out into 3 round balls of snow. Her headgear turns into this horrifying metal mouth. Arms poking out. Terrifying. What the fuck?
As you watch Gwenny partially actually melt in front of you and scream that, Dylan, if you wouldn't mind, as you look down at your hands himself.
I start to feel something weird in my mouth, and there's these teeth, these like tusks that start growing out of my mouth, and I look down, and there's white hair that's starting to cover my hands, and then my cheeks just start to kind of pulse, and my eyebrows pulse as my face changes, becomes this weird simian type, and my hair gets really long and white everywhere. So my chain wallet starts to wrap around me.
Sharing in the screaming, Tristan joins the fray as you...
He's freaking out over his little sister who's turning into a lump, but his body starts to elongate. His arms get longer, his legs get longer. He stretches up till his shoulders are pressing into the ceiling. His clothes starts to burst. Everywhere is tufts of fur spread out on his chest. The pants split open Hulk style, and horns grow up out of his head, straight up and out to the side, and his tongue elongates out till he turns into a ripped fucking Krampus. Oh my God! What? Oh my God, look at my abs! Oh, he's a teen wolf! They're gonna cast me as Richard III, motherfuckers!
As his tongue lashes around in the space, the energy of the magic spreading into the chamber. Out of the corner of your eyes, you're so focused on yourself, you don't realize the massive icicles that are growing on the edges of the chamber and cutting up through the floor, the growth of the strange ivy and vines and holly itself, turning the basement around you into a veritable dark forest. As Bethany, what do we see? Oh.
I start running away and clutching at things, but as I do, I fall over and I realize my legs are slowly disappearing as my skirt gets longer and longer, and I start shrinking more and more. My body turns into kind of this bulbous sphere, and my face starts cracking and turning into wood. As I realize I turn into a tree topper.
Oh no!
I didn't even have hands.
It's a tree topper.
I try to flutter my stupid mesh wings, and I take off from the ground just a little bit.
Your eyes are so scary.
Your arm, what happened to your eye?
Oh my God.
Bethany, you're a toy!
In the middle of all this chaos, poor Ralph Bader Ginsburg Blake. Screaming.
I'm screaming, I just want to enjoy Christmas. I just want to enjoy Christmas. I just want to enjoy Christmas. I just want Christmas. And as I'm chanting my acne, which, by the way, this is just makeup. My acne starts to explode. And green pus starts spewing out of all of my acne all over my face until my entire face erupts and becomes green, and I shift and grow and turn into a large Grinch.
I just want Christmas for myself.
And I also kind of look like Gritty. Go Flyers!
As the immediate panic subsides into near hyperventilation of you all looking across at each other, in the middle, the strange kind of blue fairy-looking spirit stands there smiling amongst all of you. Ah, I'm free from the Jublin box. Ah, mein Lieber, frohe 4 Tagen, mein children.
You speak German, right?
Yeah, she said something for Tagen.
What? Feiertage.
She said Merry Christmas.
Frohe Feiertage.
I'm pretty sure that means Merry Christmas.
All must be cheerful. All must be in the spirit. You are all beautiful, and I will make everything just as beautiful. I must call my friends.
No.
The children must be judged.
No!
Takes off, shattering outside of the barely visible basement window.
You bitch!
And scatters off into the night air as you watch, like the still growing ivy kind of curling out the window. The spirit vanished into the night.